Hello everyone and welcome to Belinda's Country Living. Today I will be making my famous coleslaw. Now I want to give you a little bit of history why I think this is the best coleslaw. About 20 years ago I owned and operated a country restaurant where we did everything was home cooked. My slaw was a #1 seller. People from all over the different counties and towns, a lot of people would come through going to Brown County, Indiana. They would either stop in for breakfast or they would stop coming back through for dinner. And they always asked for my slaw. That become one of my #1 seller on my takeout menu was my slaw. It got so big that we were selling 1 and 2 pounds in containers of go orders. So this is how this slaw become famous. Now, like I said, we made these in large batches, but today I'm going to make a small batch and hope I can get that recipe just right. I don't know, we will see. But today I am using a 12-ounce bag already of the cabbage, and it's got the carrots in it. Now I usually shred up my own cabbage and my carrots because I like my carrots a little bit on the thinner side because they're not as crunchy. These appear to be little bit thicker, the carrots. So I will be using a 12-ounce bag, and I'm going to just put that in a large mixing bowl. Make sure your hands are clean, because before you know it, I'm going to be getting my hands in there. Now I'm going to set that aside, and I'm also going to make up my slaw mix in a separate bowl, and I like to use the my batter bowl because it has a little spout on the end. You're going to need a cup of Miracle Whip. Yes, Miracle Whip. Now I know a lot of you like the mayonnaise or mayo, Duke's mayo. And if you do, that's okay too. But I've always used the Miracle Whip. That's what I used in the restaurant. It kind of makes it a sweet slaw. So if you like sweetness, you want to try this recipe. So you're going to need 1 cup of salad dressing. And I also call it salad dressing too. Every time I make a sandwich, I use these on sandwiches too. I always say, I like the salad dressing, and it's really Miracle Whip. Now, I'm being precise with this. Normally, I just keep adding the Miracle Whip until the consistency I like. But we're going to go with this 1 cup because there's not a whole lot of the cabbage and the slaw. So I'm just going to guess that this is going to be plenty for that. But I will know once I get in there and start mixing this up. To the Miracle Whip, you're going to need 1/4 cup of sugar. Yes, I know some of you out there are going to say Miracle Whip is sweet. Yes, it is. But This is what made my slaw famous, is it's very creamy, sweet. Now, to this, we are going to add a tablespoon of distilled vinegar. I've always used distilled vinegar. Now, I have made slaw at home in the past and used apple cider vinegar, and I really didn't care for it. Distilled vinegar, a tablespoon. That is still going to give you the sweetness. It's going to be a little tarty, but really it just brings all of this together. Trust me. You want to stir this real well. You want to make sure that that sugar is well dissolved, incorporated. Now I like to add a little bit of pepper. Now when I had the restaurant, I did not salt, I did not pepper. You know, a lot of people watch their sodium, so in a restaurant you have to be careful. Let them add their own salt to their preference and just mix that up really well. Now at this time I am going to taste this. And let's see if this is going to give me what I'm looking for. That is, it's creamy, it's still not as sweet as I like. So I'm going to add another 4th cup of sugar. And we'll see how this is going to do me. You know, in the restaurant, I had this down pat. I had this recipe hanging on the wall on a big sheet. And we knew exactly how to make this. That way any of my prep cooks that come in had to make this, they knew exactly the ingredients. So you just want to keep mixing this up. But yes, they, you know, because we had prep cooks would come and go, so they knew exactly when I said we need more of the slaw, they knew exactly what the recipe called for, because I didn't want them to alter it at all. When something is good, you don't change nothing. So I'm going to taste that again. And you know, that did it. And with that little bit of the distilled vinegar, it just, you can't even really taste the vinegar in this, but it just helps it blend well in the flavors. It is really good. Mix that really well. You can see how thick these carrots are. A little bit thicker than I like. So now what we're going to do is mix this. Now I know some of you out there are going to say, why didn't I just mix it all in the same bowl? Well, you know, to save on the dirtying up more dishes. However, you want to make sure that the sugar is dissolved. So you want to mix this separately. Get all of that goodness out there. And just toss this around. Mix it really well. Now you know, because everything is brought out of the refrigerator and it's all cold, you could serve this immediately. But you need, I will suggest, to refrigerate this at least an hour. This will help soften up the shredded cabbage and the carrots. And it won't be so crunchy. But if you like the crunch of the slaw, then yeah, you can just eat it right away. Looky there. And like I said, this is a small batch, so. And one of my subscribers, back when I did my video of my Christmas dinner I was having, I did a whole complete spread of my food. My slaw was on that table, and one of my subscribers left a comment and asked if I would do a video on how I make my slaw. Her name is Mackenzie. So Mackenzie, honey, this is for you. You got my slaw recipe. Try it. You will love it. Mix this up really well. I want to thank all of you who are subscribed to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Appreciate you all very much. Love your comments. I'm mixing and mixing and mixing. Now, you'll also notice the longer you keep slaw in the refrigerator, if you leave it overnight, the next day you'll take the lid off and you'll find a lot of the liquid is kind of standing on top. All you have to do is mix that up. Just stir it up real well and that'll go away. Another thing, if you find that your slaw is runny on top, before you make your slaw, if you will run your slaw mix under water, salt, with a little salt in it, and rinse it real well and drain it, that salt will draw the moisture out of your cabbage, and that'll solve the problem. But I didn't do that. Never had to do it when I had the restaurant because we always sold so much of this. Okay, so now we got another dish, another bowl, and that's what I'm going to put my slaw in. Tell you what, I don't know if you heard that cat meowing. She knows when I'm in the kitchen, but they're outside cats. Don't like them in the house because I'm allergic to them. And because it's so cold. Oh yeah, because it's so cold, I feel sorry for them, and I let them in the house. My grandson says, "Emma, you're allergic." I said, "It's too cold, and there's so much snow out there that they can't even walk across the barn lot to get to the barn." So that's it. Now, here is the slaw. 12-ounce bag. It's enough for, I don't know, 6 to 7 servings, but I love my slaw, and I can have all this. I can eat all this. I can eat, if it's just me, I can have all this eaten in a couple of days. So, there you have it. So this is why I think my slaw is the best. Because when you own a restaurant and you operate it, you know what sells the best. And when you've got people ordering off the to-go menu, and they even call ahead of time and ask for a pound. So we started purchasing containers, 1 pound and 2 pound containers with lids, and we'd have these already made up for them to take. And still to this day, there is one particular person that will, if I see them out somewhere, they'll say, "Oh, Belinda, we still want your recipe." You know what I tell them? Okay, you're going to have to go on YouTube. You will get my recipe. So, that's what I have for you today. Also, I also made, this week, I made some fried apples. I had made that earlier. That's why you'll see me in the same top. And I've done some beef stroganoff without sour cream. So some of you say, well, that's beef and noodles. Okay, well, it is what it is. That's what I called it. So, that's what I have for y'all. And remember, please leave your comments. I love reading your comments. And I respond to each and every one of you. And please share my video. And the most important is the thumbs up and the comments. That is what YouTube loves to see on every video. So, until the next time, hope each and every one of you are staying warm. Have a blessed day. And remember, as always, be kind in your words. And God loves you, and so do I.